football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. He has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he can break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back who they love. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Crawl. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. Takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Left side is Wilson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Montgomery. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
X got it on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Lopez. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Out wide left, it's Lopez. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Motion from the wideout. Draw play, it's Chroma. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. On the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Might as well give it to him again. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about...
Makes a grab and room to run. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Montgomery. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tells to fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it. David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Touchdown Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Chroma. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Straight ahead, it's Chroma. Plows through the defense. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. On the run, it's Croma. And he could not get loose on the run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Out wide right, it's Lopez. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Croma. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown Seminoles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the return, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to it. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Knowles. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Soft spot in the middle.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense.
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
And the Noles will call on their punt team. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Off play action on first down. Throws it deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right side, it's Dawn. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Turns it on in midfield. Electrifying play, and man, they set him down at the 32-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Making the adjustment. Complete downfield. Finally. But not before he picks up the first down. The Gators want to move quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. Beck's going for the goal line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Here's a little room there. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long...
Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 50. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. He now has 56 yards rushing, and it is well within his grasp to have a 2,000-yard season.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this one.
Fires toward the end zone. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Touchdown, Florida State! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
Looking for a big play. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Cyclones, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Just feeds to running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Looking for a crease. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go, ready. Go!
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
He wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Makes one man miss. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, no! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
From deep, it's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out wide right, it's Clark. There he goes! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Clark. Maybe a crease. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Gators. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hits inside. It's Croma. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's inside the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He is having a day in the vernacular of the Seminoles. They just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he's eating. He is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players make big-time plays, and he is balling.
Left side is Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Croma. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hand it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Got to make the play on fourth. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a little space. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Lopez. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Plowing ahead on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Boggs.
And Nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Chroma. Just smothered on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
On 4th. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st. Got it behind the line. It's Montgomery. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Mays. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They give it to him again. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Brought down.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And that last field goal miss really changes the strategy. You're still up 2 possessions, and you got an opportunity to work the clock. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the ranking.
Dashes him in the middle. The 30. At the 20.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quick give. It's Kroll. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. I mean, that's going to be a safety. What in the world was he doing? They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Looks it in. The Gators now can really generate some momentum if they turn that turnover into points. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Chroma. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays.
Ready, go!
Got an alley. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out wide left, it's Foster. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Penalty is declined. The defense believing they can get a stop on 4th and short. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, it's Croma. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Right back to the well. Turning it on! And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for running room. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Working the ground game. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a